Hey guys, what's up? It's Aaron. It is February. February. It's April 26th. Giving you an update. What's going on? So since the last video, I have got a colonoscopy and an endoscopy because for the last almost 4 years, digestion and gut issues have been a big symptom, and I never had that done. So um, everything came back a 100% clear. They took a lot of biopsies, so I'm going to get some extra tests done for the biopsies that my Lyme doc actually requested. So they're going to do different types of stainings and different types of things like that. So yeah, I mean, despite me having really irregular bowel movements, despite me having lots of pain, not having an appetite. From an endoscopy, going into the stomach, and a colonoscopy, everything came back perfect. So frustrating, but that's been the story of my health journey. Is my tests have always come back really great, if not perfect. Um, let's see. Since then, I have been seriously inquiring into. Sorry, my eyes get tired. Into stem cells. There is a clinic down in Los Angeles that is having pretty good success, uh, pretty darn good success rate for people with Lyme disease, which I don't even believe that I have or even know that I have, but just chronic illness in general. Um, it's extremely expensive. Well, for me, it's $20,000. It includes 2 weeks of stem IVs that kind of change the terrain of your body so that the stem cells have a better chance of working. It's fat extract, so fat is taken from your body, and they somehow create hundreds of millions of stem cells, and then they inject it back into your body via an IV. So that's really kind of what I'm looking at because I feel like I'm at the end of my rope in terms of what I can look at and what I can do. I have this neck shoulder pain, which has been going on for about 14 months now, and getting so bad that I am taking 1 milligram of Klonopin every night to go to sleep because somehow that makes the pain usually go away. I hate that I'm on these drugs. You know, I hate it. Like with a capital H, I hate it because my brain has become dependent on them. Probably making me a little bit depressed because that's what a side effect of benzodiazepines do. Um, and I just don't like drugs, and that I'm on something every night. You know, I've tried different drugs. I've tried gabapentin, which would be for nerve damage, because it definitely feels like a nerve. It's all in the neck, all in the shoulder, down the arm. It's all the time, never goes away. Um, but I don't know if I shared this in the last video. So I had a follow up, a cervical MRI, a left shoulder MRI, and a left shoulder X-ray, and everything came back perfect and fine. The neurosurgeon, or I believe he was a spine surgeon or something, he said, yeah, basically you just have like what everyone has, a little bit of I forgot the word, but just like okay, like you have like normal, very normal wear and tear, but very minimal. Nothing that would cause any nerve impingement. So again, so all the tests come back fine. So, you know, he's like, well, we can try to inject steroids into your shoulder capsule or into your neck. And I'm like, as much as I would like relief, that's not. I don't really want to do that because he's like, we don't see anything wrong, but we can just try something. So really frustrating on that end. Yeah, so did some of those, did the GI, the endoscopy GI, did the testing, the MRIs, the X-rays, looking into the stem cells. There's a group on Facebook that's a part of this community. People that are looking into and have done this stem cell at this clinic. I believe I'll be setting up a a GoFundMe because I we don't have the money to do this. I think last year alone I probably spent $20,000-$30,000 and it's gotten me nowhere. this has been the only thing that's looked somewhat, not somewhat, very promising, because literally the stem cells go in and they repair anything that's wrong. They go in and they repair, they can become any type of cell. They can repair nerve damage. They can repair gut lining. They can become red blood cells. They can become any type of organ, right? So yeah, that's probably my next option, because really everything I've tried has not done anything. As you've been following. So from doing all the herbal protocols to different types of antibiotics to looking at mold to looking at, I have no viruses, nothing coming up in tests, no my tests are always clean. Nothing's going crazy over there. So the only thing I can think of is doing something that's full body systemic healing. But again, if you're watching this and you can help out financially, I mean, I feel like I'm going to have to set up a GoFundMe. And if anyone has experience and can help me with that, please reach out to me, because I don't have the energy to write a bio and do that. And I don't have any experience really doing that. So if you do, and if you feel like helping, please let me know. Reach out. Find me on Facebook or message me here, or aaronbodywork at gmail. aaronbodywork@gmail.com. What else? I mean, I've been looking into like the Wim Hof method. It's so difficult because that's like deep breathing, and I wake up and I'm like can barely get out of bed. It's just everything's getting worse. My fatigue is getting worse. Right now, I feel like I have the flu. I have really bad bowel movements the whole day. I have a really horrible stomach ache right now. Um, Still on the low dose naltrexone. Sorry, I have to sneeze. And then doing the Klonopin, which I hate doing the Klonopin, just because it's like I used to be like the healthiest guy on the planet, and drugs are stupid, but it's like it's either that or I don't sleep at night. So anyway, I know I'm rambling on and on. Uh, Nothing really much to share else. I I feel like I just switch which herbs I feel like taking. Nothing does anything. So I've been doing Klinghardt, his some of his tinctures from BioPure. The what's the one, the cocktail, which is like his herbs, um, Cistus incantus or something, and then hyaluronic acid. So I've been doing those for the last maybe 4 or 5 days. My doc prescribed uh, I can't even think of the name. It's for fungus, because I showed her my toenails, and like 5 out of 10 of my toenails are completely disgusting with fungus, and I've had chronic athlete's foot, so that's definitely a systemic issue. So I'm taking some pharmaceutical for that, some drug for that, Diflucan, Diflucan. Started that a few days ago. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. That's my exciting journey. So I look forward to the day where I am telling you how much better I'm feeling. But my vision's worse. Everything's spinning around me. I am thinking so less clearly. My energy, my fatigue, my sex drive, my ability to be rational, like my everything, my connection to the world, to my body, it's all going downhill. It's all affected. Um, so yeah, still no success, still no help at all. But I'm going to keep making these videos. So again, if you know how to help me set up a page, or know how to do some fundraising in a very effective way, or just have any ideas, let me know. I'm This feels like it's scary, because the stem cell these are not embryonic stem cells, so there's a lot of different kinds. These are ones extracted from my own fat, so it's not like I'm taking it from like a pregnant mother's umbilical cord or something like that, which have their own dangers. This taking it from your own fat doesn't really have any danger, but doing it other ways does. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. Essentially, this is the last thing I feel I could try. So if this doesn't work, if I do somehow come up with the money, whether it's taking out a medical loan, whether it's raising some money with online, and if this doesn't work, I feel like I wouldn't know what else to do. This is sort of the end of the road. I mean, there are a couple other clinics that do a lot of IV therapies, but I've done so much, and I'm just so tired. Like the exhaustion is just out of this world. So anyway, that's all. I'll end it there. Message, comment, let me know how y'all are doing, how y'all are feeling. You know, I'd love to. I make these videos because I like feeling like I'm still a part of the world, even though I often feel like it's very difficult to. Um, sorry, wait, sorry, something looked weird. I feel like I want to feel like I'm still able to reach out and help people, help you, help. Even if it's just hearing my story and you being like, "Wow, I'm glad my life isn't as bad as his," or "Oh my God, I feel the same," or "Wow, I'm really grateful that I have really good health." Like don't take it for granted because it can go away. Like it can go away really quickly. Um, and you can be the healthiest person you know to the most unhealthy person that you know in a very short period of time. So not mean to scare you, just mean to be grateful. And I am grateful for things, but I am ready to be grateful for my full healing and getting my life back the way I'd like, and being able to go to bed and wake up and sleep and feel good and everything. So, all right, guys, I'll end it there. All right, cheers, bye.